Hi there, welcome to this playthrough video. Today, or this evening actually, we're going to play the excellent Trois. This is a game by Sebastian Dujardin, Javier Georges and Elaine Orban. So a collaboration of three excellent game designers. This was by Z-Man Games. I've had this a while. We played this about 5 years ago and Donna found it a little bit intimidating, but we played it a couple of times recently and she's really fell in love with the game, and I think Paul has as well, haven't we? So the players today are myself, Mark, we got the brother-in-law Paul there, and Adam. And next to Adam we've got Donna, who's just filming this intro. But I'm going to be sitting there. I'm going to play orange, Adam's going to play blue, Donna's going to play green, and Paul's going to be playing in the nude. There we go. So first of all, we'll do a quick rules explanation for Trois. I know it says it's looks like it says Troyes, but it is pronounced Trois. French city in the Champagne region of France. We've played with the excellent expansion, the Ladies of Trois. It plays really well, but we thought for this playthrough, and because this is the first time that Adam's played the game, isn't it, Adam? But he has a good track record on winning games, so it's the first time he's played the game. We're not going to play with the expansion, other than one module from it, one little purple die each that can't be bought by anybody. It is your die. So it's a neat little concept, so we thought we'll just leave that module in. So we'll get away with the rules overview. So what we're doing in Trois? Well, a lot of things. There's a lot of moving parts in this game. Oh, incidentally, I don't know who to congratulate really for the design of these player mats, but I downloaded them a number of years ago in the files section of Trois on Board Game Geek. One of the users uploaded these, so I made them and laminated them, and they're really good for sorting stuff out. And also this sheet here, laminated, it folds into the box. And this is great for sorting out all the player stuff. And a user uploaded that to the Geek as well. So thank you to whoever did those. Right, so in Trois, it's a very interesting game with many moving parts. I'm just going to do a brief, very brief rules overview, and then actually anybody wishing to play the game is going to pick it up, just like Adam is, by by us playing the game, because too much information overload, people start glazing over after more than 4 or 5 minutes of rules explanations. So seeing it in practice is the way to go, I think. So we're all going to start on 4 VPs, 4 victory points here. The maximum number of players for this game is 4. I don't think we've ever played it at 4. It's just been 3 player max up to now, hasn't it? Yeah, 3 player and 2 player. Plays brilliant at all player counts. Up here we have the bishopric, and this is like the religious quarter, and each turn of the game one of these will turn over. In a 4 player game there's going to be, was it 6 turns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. In a 4 player game, it differs on player count, but in a 4 player game there's going to be 6 turns. The white deck and the yellow deck are all on the boards, but there's 6 cards been put here, other cards been put in the box, and the same goes for any of these piles. They're shuffled and just one put out. There's tons and tons of replayability in this game. But this is the timer, is the red deck, and the red deck on it will call for either a white card to join it or a yellow card, and they're going to come on this event deck here, and these are going to be invaders invading the city, and we have to deal with these. Anything we don't stop will just accumulate and build up, and they'll keep attacking next time. If you see, they're actually outside the city. The artwork is sublime in this game. It's really nice. It's nice on the cards as well. So we've got to deal with this between us cooperatively, really, this part here of the invaders coming in. But quite neatly, there will be a black die rolled for every black die shown on the bottom of a card. This Marauders, that's going to happen every stage of the game. We can't get rid of that card, but we get rewards for dealing with it. So if we dealt with it, if somebody put, if between us we've got 4 cubes on here, we get the rewards, which we'll go through as we play the game. but these cards have to be dealt with because they will build up and they can theoretically come off the table. A row of them. And that happened in a game of ours, didn't there? There was a couple of cards. Yeah. We neglected this a bit. So here we have the military, and what would happen is, we'll get to initial placement as we start the game, but say for instance, Paul's, Adam's worker was here and Donna's worker was here. Somebody put a 5 here, one of their dice, and put a 5 here, it will bump this guy off onto here and they would take the place. By leaving the guy here, you could take the guy and use him somewhere else on your turn, but by leaving him here you can't be bumped again. These are 1 for 1, so a 3 would bump you a 2 and a 1 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6. But in here these are a little bit more interesting with this mechanic here. So Adam could come here if he placed with a 3 or a 4, and he would bump along, bumping the green out. So they bump along on that one. And also up here there's 3 in a row, and the same mechanic is the same. So if you had a 2, 4 or 6, you'd bump along by placing a 4th one in. Optionally, as you're playing, you will want to build inside the cathedral. So for every cube you build in here, sorry, Adam's always really neat on his board, I'm just going to pinch a few cubes. You'll want really a cube on every level. It doesn't matter which side, this side just pays more for the higher dice that are used for building here. But if you had one on each level there, you'll get no minus points at the end of the game. There's -2 for anybody not building into the cathedral. This is just a brief overview and it's all going to make sense. What's going to happen is we start in the game with just 4 players in a 4-player game, 4 players in your supply that you can use. These guys over here, they're not even materialised yet. These are just in your general supply. You cannot use them. You have to pay to get them out. So we've got 4 guys to use. And what will happen is you'll place these guys in these different buildings. So, and if you had 2 guys in red, 1 in yellow, 1 in white, you'd get 2 red dice, 1 yellow die and 1 white die. You'd roll them. You put them in your corresponding disc area, so if it was Adam, you'd put them in here. But interestingly, you do not own them dice. Other people can buy them off you, but if you use them yourself at your own area, they're free. So there's this great cool mechanic going on. You'll use their dice to manipulate and use cards, turn dice over to different ways using cards and stuff. And the whole game is quite organic how it actually flows. So I think that's enough of an intro really of you getting a good handle of how things are going to go down with that. We've also all got a secret card each, and what's very interesting, another interesting mechanic is it's got a picture, it's got some flavour text on here as well, but an end game condition that you can work towards, that you keep to yourself, but everybody else who satisfies part or all of that end game condition will get the rewards from it as well. So as people get better at the game, there is actually 6 of these in the base game, so only 4 used. There's 2 in the box that nobody knows about. But as people get better at the game, if they see somebody, say for instance, hoarding coins, they might think, oh, he's got the guy that pays out for hoarding coins, for instance. So that's quite a cool mechanic as well. So I think, without further ado, that we should start this game, and we'll talk through it as we play. Right. So first of all, the person that's read a history book, the most recent, is supposed to go first, but everybody says they've read a history book today. So we're all going to have to roll a die roll this purple die to see who's the star player. 5, 5. Oh, it's between me and Adam. Come on, let's have it. Oh, it's Adam. Adam's star player. He's the one to watch. Look, he thinks he's number 1. He thinks he's got this in the bag already. So we have to watch him. So, Adam, place one of your blue guys on either the red building, the yellow building, or the white. Now, as a tip, you'd want to place him on this side, so if he gets bumped one along and not straight out, yeah?
That doesn't affect this side.
Oh, sorry, not, as Paul pointed out, on the red it doesn't matter anywhere, because it's a single die that moves him. But here they bump along, so you'd always put them to the left-hand side. So away you go, mate.
Okay, I'll just...
And then it goes clockwise around the count table. So Donna, then Paul, then me. I'll go here. Now I place again now, and it goes reverse round, and you place last Adam. So I'm going to put one here. So now it's Paul, Donna, and Adam. You place 2.
Nobody wants to go on red, do they? Yeah.
Not up to now, yeah. You got to do the old red.
Put one there. Did you say 2?
Yeah, please, just to put another one in. I think this is how this works.
I'll just do that.
Okay, then Donna. Ian, Paul. And I think I'll have a bit of red myself there. And then I place again. I'm going to place here. And then Paul. Donna and Adam. There's no, oh yes, there is going to be space for a couple of blue players. So you got red or up into the bishopric, having a city or bishopric. Okay, and Mr. Gray, he's going to place, the game is going to place one here and one here, isn't he? And that's a so phase 0, reveal the activity card. So we turn this one over here in the bishopric area. Okay, so it's tiffing. It needs white dice because it's the bishopric. You have to pay a cost of 6 coins. The first person to place, say it was me, I would place him here. I would get 3 victory points at the end of the game if I've left my man on there, which I probably would. The second person to place here will get the 2 victory points at the end of the game. It does not stop anybody else getting here. You can only put 1 man per player on here, but the other 2 players could place their meeples on this bit here. I know that's grey, but say it was Paula or Donna. They could play it on the artwork here as well, but they would not get the victory points at the end of the game, but they could still use the card, and they'd still have to pay the 6 coins to place their man here. Now what's interesting with this card is it has a delayed effect. A little bit more complex, these cards, but they're superb in how they work. So if I get 3 dice, or I say I'd use 3 dice, I'd probably want to use the full max 3 dice with this card. It's going to be divided by 4, so not bad. 9, 11 divided by 4 is twice. So I would be able to then place 2 cubes on the card itself, and that will be that turn over. And then on my next turn, if I look at tiffing on here, it says allows you to take 1 yellow die from each player for free. So you could time it to when your opponents had really good numbered yellow dice, and I could say, right, I'm going to do a yellow die action, take one of these cubes off, put it back on my player board, and take a die off Adam, a die off Donna, and I'd take a die off Paul, and I'd get them all for free, which is pretty cool. So yeah, for free at the moment that you create a group of dice. So it's at the moment that you create a group of dice. So example, it is possible for you to put together a group of 3 yellow dice for free by taking 1 from each of 2 players. So you do it at the time that you're going to put that yellow group together, and that's how that works. So that is the tiffing card, and that's card number 1. And so we turn over the red card. Oh my god, it's the archer. Right, he is cool. He's a cool one, the archer. So pay 6 coins again. Lovely artwork. First person to place there is going to get 3 victory points at the end of the game. Second person is going to get 2 victory points. Again, you can just place on the artwork if these spaces are taken up. No victory points, but you still use the card. You have to pay your 6 coins still. And what would happen here, once you've got a guy there, you could use this immediately. You must use it immediately if it's not got a stand timer on. So if I put together a group of 3 workers, 3 red dice, I'd roll them, and it's divided by 2. So how many times does 2 go into what have I got here? 14. So it's 7 times. And this is really neat. On a 3, 4, 5 and 6, your player to your left counts how many times you can activate this. a 3, 4, 5 and 6, I would get to place one of my cubes on the event cards that are down below. I cannot modify the results of the dice, but say I got all 7, I could, for instance, roll cards. So roll this, that will be 1, that's 2, 3, 4, rolling good, 5, yeah, okay, so you get the idea. There's that 7 there, 7 out of 7, that's it, I'll roll for that one. So 7 out of 7, if it was a 1 or 2, it would fail on the amount of times I could put cubes. So we reveal the yellow card in City Hall, and it is the Miller. So you pay 5 coins. First place is going to get 2 victory points if he's there at the end of the game. Second place 1. Anybody else placing on the artwork can still use the card but won't get victory points at the end. Still going to cost them 5 coins. Because it's the City Hall, of course, all this area is yellow. You can roll 1 to 3, but you would optimally roll 3. There's 9, 11 divided by 4, so that's twice. So you could use this twice. And what this is, with the Miller, 1 second, I'll find one here. Right, activate this card to choose between gaining 2 deniers per citizen of your colour on the palace, or 2 deniers per citizen in the bishopric. Expelled citizens, those that are expelled and put on the side, do not count. And on the activations you can choose between the City Hall and the bishopric. So, sorry, the colour on the palace or the bishopric. So you can choose how many activations you can change, which one to get your 2 deniers from. So that's the 3 cards that are out, and we'll carry on playing. So we reveal the activity cards. Now I've got the income and salary. The income and salary is quite neat. What happens is every single player has an inbuilt salary of 10 per round, minus the cost of being in the buildings. In the City Hall here, there's 0 cost. Every man in the palace, keep forgetting, every man in the palace costs 2 deniers, and every man in the bishopric costs 1 denier. So we'll start with the start player, which is Adam. So Adam's got two in the palace here, so that's 2. That's 4 deniers cost, and 2 in here, so that's 5, 6 deniers cost. So he's going to get an income of 4 deniers for round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 deniers. So he's now got 9 deniers because he started with 5. Then we go to Donna. Donna's
minus 2 there, minus 1 to 3, so they get 7.
Donna's going to get 7. And Paul?
Same.
7.
Yep.
Okie doke. And I'm going to be minus 2, minus 1, so I get 7 as well. Now we assemble the workforce. Yeah? So, starting with the start player, Adam, he gets 2 red and 2 white. Don't roll them yet, we'll roll them together.
Get a red, a white and 2 yellow.
A red and a white. I get 2 yellow, 1 white, 1 red.
Okay, I get 2 yellow,
1 red, 1 white.
1 red, 1 white. And Adam, you can roll for Mr. Grey, who of course is a red and a white, the remaining 2. Do you want to roll for Mr. Grey first and put him in his area?
Okay. There we go.
That's it, so they stay in his area. Okay, pick up your purple die as well and give him a good roll. Come on, high rollers, let's roll. In they go.
Snake eyes.
Awesome. In the area. There we are. Okay, so we've rolled for the workforce, assembling the workforce. Now we reveal 2 event cards. So all we have to do is reveal 1 red card, because that will tell us whether we're going to put next to it a yellow or a white. And it is Brigands. We're going to have to roll a black die for it, and he's asking for another a yellow card. So we move a yellow card in, and he's not asking for anything next to him.
There's 2 black dice. So
there's 2 black dice. So Adam, do you want to roll them up? These guys are attacking the city. It's going to be down to Adam to bring... Oh,
2.
that's not bad. He just rolled a 2. So the start player has to take out the largest... His commitment is to take out the largest die or lose 2 victory points. And then it will be the second player taking out the second die, and as the cards fill up. But that's going to be easy, and he can take out, the start player can take out as many as he wishes, but his commitment is to take out one. So so we'll reveal the 2 event cards, resolve the event cards. So Adam, you've got to take on one of those dice, mate, minimum.
So how does that work?
How does that work?
With the
So yeah, out your
Yeah,
area,
so-
or you could even buy dice off other people.
okay, and I can use any colour dice.
Any.
To take
So
that out,
so yeah,
yeah.
for instance, your purple would take out
Take
both
out.
of them, wouldn't he? Because he's a 2. Or,
Oh, right,
or that
okay.
white one there, but yeah.
I'll just yeah.
So Adam's took 2 of them with his 1 purple. His purple goes back to his personal supply. They're
Perfect.
gone, and Adam gets 2 influence
Victory.
points. Influence points.
Influence points, yeah.
Yeah. So things. Roll and counter the black die. You've just done that. Yeah. So phase 4 actions. Activate it. So what you can do on your turn now, Adam, is
Yeah.
activate one of the activity cards.
Right.
It's free available at the moment. Yeah. Construct the cathedral. Yeah. Fight against the events, which are down here. Yeah. Place a citizen on a principal building. There's lots you can do. Use agriculture over there, or pass.
Right.
Don't say pass, not yet. I'm going to have a look what this, what these 2, what this one's going to do. Oh, hang on, this is going to happen now, isn't it? The drought, sorry. We should have dealt with this. This happens now. This happens, resolve the event cards in phase 3. Sorry, so I forgot about this. We're dealing with the black dice, and so there's 2 came in and we dealt with them. We dealt with putting another yellow card out. We haven't dealt with this. So what this means is any worker in the
City Hall.
the city hall I think they're going to lose a denier for each one in the city hall. But we'll just check it. It is drought. Let's have a look. Yeah. Each player pays 1 denier per citizen of his colour sitting on the city hall. You don't pay for expelled citizens lying on the illustration of city hall. So yeah, damn. I've got to pay 2.
I got away with that one.
Pay 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry we missed that
So
one.
lucky
And
next
Adam, you go for it, mate.
Right.
Remember ways how you can manipulate dice by paying influence points. So you can lose an influence point, and Adam's gained 2, to re-roll one of his dice in his area. He can lose 2 influence points to get a worker from his general supply, to get more workers on the board, and use in the same turn, use dice to bump other people out. And he can use 4 influence points, which is handier when you've got more influence points, to turn over up to 3 dice in his area onto the opposite side. And dice always add up top and bottom to the number 7. So a 1 on the back side of a 1 is always going to be a 6. So you always add up to 7 on the back side of a 2 is going to be a 5. And that's how it works. So there are your options, Adam.
Right.
Where you're going to go.
Okay. I think I'm going to pay and go on one of the cards.
Yeah.
So I could do 5 over there.
Mhm.
I will go. Oh, can I then? Or do I have to take some off here?
No, because you haven't got any.
Well, why don't you
Gonna
lose?
dice either.
Lose. You could lose.
Lose 2.
Yeah.
So back on there to get 1 out.
But
Yeah.
you can't do the bottom bit on there because it's got
No,
the
you need yellow dice. You'd have to buy some of these yellow dice.
Or
Right.
go on that one and do the red
Mhm.
dice.
Yeah,
it's
well, I was
yellow.
going to go on the
Or
red,
there and do the white dice.
red dice anyway.
Oh, you can do the red one. So you're going to pay 6.
6 to go on that.
6 into the old bank. You get the guy that you just got is going to go on here.
Go on
He'll
there.
be 3 victory points at the end of the game if he's
Stays there.
if he stays there, which is you can't see why he's not going to. He's doing a bit of archery work for you now, mate. So are they your 2? They're your 2 own.
So
red
there's
dice,
my 2
So
red
11
dice.
Goes in 5 times.
goes in 5 times. Yeah. So now the player to your left rolls a black die, and we'll see how many times it's activated. Anything over a 2, so there's 1. How many times is it? How many?
5.
5. So there's 1. 2. Ooh, no,
No.
no. No.
Sorry.
Is that it?
That was
5
it.
times. That was it.
That was
That
it.
was
So
it.
just 2 out of 5.
2.
Oh, painful, mate.
That
So,
means
but you can place 2 cubes on any of these. I mean,
right.
to get the and also for instance, if you filled this, yeah. So the say you filled this with 3 cubes. Say
Yeah.
would have rolled a bit better for you. You would have got 4 victory points, yeah, and also the card
Right.
and the influence as the cubes went on it, and that's how they work. If you got 2 on there and another person got a cube on there, they get the 1 victory point. You get the 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having the most.
The most. Right.
If it's equal, say somebody put 2 and somebody else put 2, the person that placed first will get the higher number. Yeah. That's how it works. So yeah, you've got 2 to place. It's unfortunate that because 2 out of 5. That's all. And these go into this supply here. So it's up to you which.
Let's either that one or that one, because that's yellow.
Yeah, he hasn't got any.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
sorry.
got go on thingy. So
No. Isn't this because he's activated the card? He can. It's how many times he can put the cubes on any card he wants, can't he? Yeah.
But it doesn't state what sort of card, does it? So
No, it's on any card, so it's up to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
must
you're
be.
doing it through the archer. He's archering these people invading the city.
so I go there and there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so he gets 2 influence points.
So that's
Boom, and that's you done. Now it's Donna's turn.
I am going to go on that card there.
Yeah.
So 8. So 4 goes into 8 twice.
Yeah.
So 2 cubes.
Okay.
And I get
And 2 influence points. Yeah. And now it's Paul's go.
I'm going to pay 6. So
Mhm.
4 back.
Yeah.
4 back. To activate that one. Which for that I should have done this first. I'm going to use my 2 influence to get a worker out.
Yeah.
To go onto there.
Okay.
Paid me 6.
Yeah.
Got a dice. Rolled
You got
that
1
dice.
die.
Yeah, twice.
So yeah, tie. So twice play on your left. Let's see if you get any. So yeah, you got 1, and
2.
you've got 2.
2.
So you've got 2 cubes for that. Yeah. To place on them cards. You picked out 100% accuracy with your. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So this card's resolved. You get 2 influence points. You place 2 cubes. This card's not been resolved, but this one has. So green gets 3 victory points. That's Donna. And Paul gets 1. And you turn them upside down because people will forget throughout the game. It adds a bit of tension at the end of the game. And because Donna done more on this card, she gets the card and claims the card. Because there's some special your special secret character that pays out for completed cards. There's your cubes back. Paul, there's your cube back. And that's a threat to the city dealt with. Right, it's my turn. What am I going to do? Okay, no. I think. Can I lose an influence point, please? I'm going to re-roll one of my dice. So I'll lose an influence point. I'm going to re-roll this white. Oh, a 6. And I'm going to use that to place a cube in the cathedral here. So I get 1 victory point and 2 influence points, please.
Right, what are you orange?
Yeah, 2.
2.
Yeah, okay, and that's my turn. Back to Adam.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to lose a victory point to re-roll.
An influence point, yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit better. cube as well.
Which die are you using? You could use both of them for a white action, a 4
Yeah,
and a 2.
one of those.
In 4, yeah. Are you going to use the 2 or not?
And yeah, might as well.
And the 2, so using both of them dice.
Yeah.
They're gone. So Adam gets 2 free influence
1, 2, 3.
and 2 victory points. 2.
I'll lose 1 because I was going to go on there.
Spending 1 influence,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I need to re-roll that now. That wasn't 4.
That's a cock die, you're going to have to do it again.
Oh,
5.
That's good. Going to cathedral.
Okay.
That's my go.
Don't forget your influence for doing it.
Uh,
And your victory points. 2 influence, 1
Oh, 2
victory point.
influence.
1,
2
2.
and 1 victory point. Paul's go.
Use them 2.
Okay.
Let's go twice onto there.
6 divided by 3 is twice, yes. Putting 2 cubes on there. And Paul gets 2 influence points. Okay. I would like to go maybe on the Miller. Or see, it's a timed effect on the yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to go on tiffing. Yeah. So I'm going to pay my 6. Can I have 4 back, please, Paul? Give you 10. 4 back. I'm going to lose 2 influence points to get a man out. I paid my 6 and put him on tiffing. Yeah. And oh, it's white dice, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm
Forget that.
You haven't
no,
got
no,
any
no.
You could use your purple.
I could use my purple. I'm going to buy a die of somebody. So, putting the way it works for buying dice is not how many dice you buy, it's how many you're going to use, and you can use a maximum of 3. So if I bought 1 die off somebody, and I was just going to use that 1 die, it would cost 2 coins, and I'd have to pay the 2 coins to that person. If it's from the neutral area, the grey area, I pay it to the bank. If I bought 1 die off somebody, and I was going to use it in a group of 2, so use 1 of my own as well, that 1 die would cost me 4. If I was going to buy 1 die off somebody and I was going to use it in a group of 3, it cost me 6 coins. So if I was going to buy 2 dice off people, and I was going to use it in a group of 3 because I was going to put one of my dice towards it, that would cost me 12 coins, 12 deniers. So it's the group you put together. So I'm going to buy 1 die now, so I'll use my purple as a which is a wild as a white, and I'll buy this white off Paul.
Yeah.
And because I'm putting a group of 2 together, even though I bought the 1 die, it's going to cost me 4 coins. Oh, and that kind of wipes me out, and it gives Paul 4 coins.
Lovely
Ooh.
jubbly.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but you're dividing by 4, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you know what?
So
I'm
if
going
you
to do that.
divide that by 4.
Take it off the neutral player.
Yeah, but then
And it goes to the bank.
Divide.
yeah, but if I take it's only on a 1 there, isn't it?
Re-roll.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, do you know what, Paul?
Yeah, but you can't.
Have your die
Oh, yes, you
back.
can.
Yes, I can.
Influence point.
Yeah.
1.
You
Are you
bugger.
going back?
Yeah. Remember, you can't re-roll people's dice that you bought. It's only your own. Yeah, that's got that point. So we'll do the original plan. No, you can only re-roll or spin over to the opposite side the dice in your own quarter, or your own yard bit. You cannot do ones that you bought.
Which
So I'll give
dice are you using? The
Don't
purple
forget
one?
that's
the
yours.
purple, which is my own,
Yeah.
and the one I bought off Paul. So I've got white of 7. I still only go. Oh, there's no point, is
No,
You
there?
it goes
can
to the
re-roll
big
your
ones.
purple though,
I
can't
can-
you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. I
Oh.
can. So I'll pay
That's what I asked,
1
it's
influence to
why,
re-roll my purple,
So
please.
you
Yeah.
pay 1 to re-roll
Yeah,
your purple.
re-roll my purple. Come on. Yes, get in. So that's a 10.
10 to
So it goes
Goes
in
in
twice. So what I can do is bung 2 cubes on there and use them to nick people's yellow dice for nothing when I want to.
Make sure you use your yellow dice up first.
I haven't got any. Oh yeah.
Right,
that's fine.
okay, so that white's gone and that's gone back to my board. So it's Adam's go.
Can I actually do anything? Oh, we've got a bit of...
Got a bit of dinero there, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I could, couldn't I?
You can always,
I can go back 1, 2, can't I?
Yeah, getting a man out.
Get a man out.
Spawn a man.
Spawn. And then... 3, I've only got 3. Cash-wise, so we can't do a lot there.
What is it you...
So
So,
the red double.
hmm.
Red double.
not on them.
No, the red doesn't.
Only on the
Fighting the black
dice.
dice.
The black dice.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
And your purple counts as a red if you're fighting the black dice. Yeah. So what Adam? The only thing Adam can do now is buy dice or pass.
Mm-hmm.
With the amount of money you've got left, it might be wise to pass because you accumulate quite a bit of money as people spend.
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
I would. So you get 2, leave them in there
Mm-hmm.
to show that you passed, and you're gonna every time it comes back round, another one's going to bob in there.
Move that back too. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use...
As long as there's 1 dice, or 1 die even, sorry I should say, in the courtyard, people will accumulate money
There is my purple as a white.
until everybody's passed. So using that as a white, so you get 1 victory point and 1 influence.
Yeah.
Yes, 1 victory point.
Green now.
Keep thinking blue.
Pulls go.
I'll play 2
2 dinero.
for the white to use on there.
Okay,
Put a cube on, otherwise I'm going to get one on the bottom there.
okay.
One on here.
And 1 victory point. There's your victory point.
Let's do the way around.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's alright.
You have to watch him. Watch him.
No, I was just moving. I don't
No, he's doing me a favour, wasn't he? I'm being honest.
Okay. 9, finish 3. I could finish off the marauding here with my yellows. Only going to get 1 victory point and 2 influence for doing it. It's better than nothing though, isn't it? Or, actually, 2 influence there, yes. Oh yeah, I'll lose 2 influence, boom on 0. Get a man out, here he is. I'm going to use my 5 here. Boom! Off she goes, knocked out. Boom. There we go. Was this the 5 that you used?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? I moved it
Yeah.
there, shouldn't have. Yeah, there he goes. Gone. That's my go. Adam picks up another denier gratis, and it's Donna's go.
I use it over there. 3
Okay.
goes into 4 once.
Yeah, once finishes off that. That's interesting, right? Okay, so it's rounded down, so you're not going to get the.
I know. But it gets rid of it.
Yeah, but it does get rid of it. But you're going to get the influence. Get the influence for putting the cube
How
there.
many? 1?
1, yeah,
Well,
yeah. So blue gets 3 victory points.
Adam.
Adam. Yeah. So Donna and Paul got joint 2nd place, and it's rounded down. It was 1 point, so they did not get anything. So Adam captured the card. He's got the card there, and is it my go? Was that Paul that went there to finish it off? Who went to finish that card off?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Paul's go.
go.
Lovely.
Yay.
Hey.
There's 4 dice left.
I'm just going to use the 2.
Building the top tier of level 2 of the cathedral.
And
Okay.
I'll go 1 on there.
And 1 victory point. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, I've got a yellow and red, and a possibility of buying a red. I've got no money left. No influence. So I think I'm best coming off down here with my yellow. I think that's the wise thing to do. If I come down here with my yellow, it gives me 1 cube, which gives me 1 influence, and not even a victory point, because somebody else could come down here as well. It's divided by 3. So I think, do you know?
No one else is going to go down there, are
No. I can't. Oh, do you know what? I could do with a couple of influence. Oh no. So, what I think I'm going to do in this instance is dang, pass. Even though I've got dice there. God, I desperately need. Oh wait a minute. Yellow dice divided by 2 gives me dineros, doesn't it? So put them back there. We'll go here. Agriculture divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 gives me 2, doesn't it? So that gives me the 2 coins, and I'm still in it. Is that any advantage though, or should I just pass? It stops somebody else using my yellow die, doesn't it? Like Paulie, who's got loads of money, and Donna. Yeah, so I'm going to do the agriculture action for 2 deniers. There we go. So it's back to Donna.
Or doesn't Adam get a coin?
So he does. Adam's little stash there building up.
Yeah.
Building up nicely, mate.
We're in the money.
Now should I buy... could move...
Is everybody happy with what the secret character is?
So I could buy both them dice.
Yeah,
couldn't
I know what my secret characters.
I could buy both of them, couldn't
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I? And then re-roll one of them.
It's all going to cost you. No, you can't re-roll
Oh no, I can't buy
dice that have been bought.
Yeah.
You can re-roll only your own.
No, I'm going to pass.
Why is that purple die up there? Whose is that? Paul's?
Oh, sorry, that's mine.
I'm going to pass, actually.
Are you going to pass? So
Yeah.
you get 2 deniers. Paul.
I'm going to pay 2 to the bank.
Yeah.
Use the red one
Buy Mr. Gray's die.
to knock him off.
He goes there, Paul.
I forgot to do that.
Lose 2 influence. No, he goes on top of the blue. That's it.
Yeah, that will work out.
That'll work out there. Okay, no.
And that's him used.
That's him used, yes.
Them 2 are meant to be on the board, them 2 coins on your...
No.
Are they not your passing?
No, because I did agriculture,
sorry.
didn't I?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm going to pass while there's a die left to make use of getting 2 coinage. Adam is
Yes,
passed
sir.
still and gets 1.
Done.
Donna's passed still and gets 1. Paul,
Pass.
Paul's passing. There's a die on the board, so Paul gets 2 coins. We've all passed, so that is the end of the round.